Josh, welcome. Are you essentially thinking these reopening efforts are too much too soon?
Kelly, thanks for having me. No, it's not too soon to plan for a safe and rapid reopening. In fact, it's very important that the planning go on now. And in particular, it's important that the planning appreciate that this is going to have to be a phased process in which different places are able to open up at different paces, and different kinds of businesses are going to be getting back to normal more quickly than others.
You know, just this morning, Starbucks is one of the companies that says it's going to start trying to reopen stores where it can. It had shut them down to all but drive-through and delivery as of March 21st. Do you want to see more of those kinds of announcements taking place, or do companies need to do more to follow the leadership of their governors, of the White House potentially? In other words, should there be a national or state-by-state announcement first, or would you encourage your members to try to do what they can to get business going?
Public health and safety first. That has to be our principal priority all the way through. I mean, the companies in the Business Roundtable unanimously endorse the proposition that safety has to come first. And that's not just true as a proposition for protecting our employees and customers. It's also true as a matter of business, because if people don't have confidence that it's safe to go out and go to your job or go to a store, they're just not going to go, regardless of what government says. And I'm sure Starbucks and others are going to be following the guidance of their governmental, especially the public health authorities, in deciding when and where to open. That's certainly going to be true of the Business Roundtable companies.
You know, Josh, you make in your letter a couple of times references to the need for more thorough, more comprehensive testing. Do you have any kind of confidence that we are near the point where our testing capability can support any kind of broad reopening of the economy, or are we just still weeks away from that?
Tyler, we've clearly got a long way to go, but there's progress being made every day. And like some of the CEOs that you had clips from at the top, all of the CEOs in our organization agree that testing is an absolutely crucial gating element to getting us back up and running safely. So everything we can do to expand the availability of fast and accurate testing is going to be probably the most crucial element to reopening promptly and safely.
On that note, Josh, I wonder if corporate leaders are in a little bit of a bind. On the one hand, it seems like they should be doing everything they can to secure as many tests as they can for their workers, some kind of additional resources to maybe track antibodies, maybe some apps or technology use to track interactions. We know this kind of workplace technology already exists. But as much as they do, especially since your companies are big business, will that exacerbate the sort of societal split between the big companies that are able to access those resources for their employees and the ones who can't, or the people who don't have the backing of a big employer and feel like they're kind of left to hang?
Yeah, you know, from Kelly, it's a good question. From the beginning of the crisis, the overwhelming focus of the CEOs in the Business Roundtable has been on their customers and their employees and their suppliers. So when we've advocated for policies, we've been advocating for policies not designed to support big business, which can probably most of which can probably ride out the crisis, at least for a few months, in reasonably good stead. But what all of our CEOs are worried about are their employees and their customers, for whom a loss of income over a period of weeks is devastating, and especially their small suppliers. So the division that you're asking about between the haves and have-nots, we'll be working hard to make sure that that isn't the case. And that's true of testing, and it's true of financial resources. The focus here is on getting the economy back up and running. And the people that need the support most right now are the small and medium enterprises and and the individual customers.